Hi, I'm Eric the Security Guy. SOC 2 is a voluntary compliance standard developed by the American Institute of Certified Professional Accountants that specifies how organizations should manage customer data. If your company provides cloud services, including software as a service, chances are your customers have asked for a SOC 2 report. A SOC 2 examination is a report on controls at a service organization relevant to security, availability, processing integrity, confidentiality, or privacy. You'll often hear people use the term SOC 2 certification. Unlike 27001, it's not really a certification. SOC 2 is more correctly referred to as an attestation report. SOC 2 consists of 5 trust service criteria categories, totaling 64 individual criteria, which are not controls. They're more like requirements. Unlike the ISO standard, SOC 2 does not specify controls. It's up to the organization to select the appropriate controls to comply with these SOC 2 criteria. While all SOC 2 reports address security, organizations can optionally include the availability, integrity, confidentiality, and privacy categories based on their business needs. To be clear, the base security category does require at least some controls related to confidentiality, integrity, and availability. The additional categories add requirements. During a SOC 2 examination, a qualified auditor generally examines the controls to determine if they satisfy the applicable criteria, tests the controls, and issues a report. A SOC 2 report can be issued as a Type 1 or a Type 2. A SOC 2 Type 1 report is conducted on a point in time and is required to only examine the design effectiveness of the controls. A SOC 2 Type 2 report covers a set period of time, typically 12 months, and tests the design as well as the operating effectiveness of the controls over the specified period of time. In practice, most organizations start with a SOC 2 Type 1 report and then proceed to a Type 2 report. Customers ultimately desire a Type 2 report because it provides more assurance that the controls are operating effectively. While it's possible to obtain a SOC 2 Type 1 report without an auditor reviewing evidence that controls are actually operating, many auditors will examine evidence, and this usually works in the favor of their clients. I personally recommend that my clients use the Type 1 examination as an opportunity to ensure that all controls are fully implemented and processes are in place to collect evidence so that they won't have any nasty surprises when they engage an auditor for a SOC 2 Type 2. In addition to deciding which, if any, optional categories to implement, within a SOC 2 framework, organizations have considerable flexibility with respect to their controls. While there are several sets of control templates available, they can be customized to fit the organization. Being more familiar with prescriptive ISO and government standards, I personally found working with SOC 2 more difficult at first because the actual controls are not specified. For example, with 27001, you either implement a control as specified in the 27002 standard, or you don't. However, over time, the ability to tailor controls to the organization has proven to be a significant advantage for many of my clients. Thank you for watching. Please help me out by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. As always, if you have any questions or you'd like to suggest a topic for a future video, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. See you tomorrow.